Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all, peak the flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't geeks, too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Green Bay Packers. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let it.
27, Mark 27, Mark 27. We want this.
Hey.
Switch. Hey, check Mike 24.
hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Wait, set. 29. Alpha.
Down to lose one.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing. But as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last goal. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive. Starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked them, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're as shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
Yeah, he needs to start heeding their advice.
58, right.
Throwing on first down. Jones. Dancing to his left. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Recon, 132 fighter.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, 66.
This is Bell. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On the ready.
58, Mike.
6-6, pull it high. And ready. Shoot.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones has got his man. It's Andrews. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're still looking at 0 on the scoreboard, and they're going to be hard-pressed to do anything with this field position as they'll start at their 1-yard line.
This almost feels like you're trying to climb Mount Everest because they can put together a decent drive, get a couple of first.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Mike Adams. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it, try and create some space, some room, and it went awry, didn't it?
No gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Gano the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Hey, Orville. Hey, go 66.
Brady now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. To try again after the sack. Brady, and he'll hit his tight end, Walker. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Michael Thomas, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Cameron Wake in there to get him. And that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing Jones. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down, Raiders.
Ready.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 27, Jones looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down into the end zone. Oakland Raiders, touchdown. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Calais Campbell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been under constant duress this entire game.
And the pressure gets to him again. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
8, read.
53. Exit, exit.
Ready?
Now a first down carry by Jones. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Jones. That one complete to him. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Let's go, deep, tighten up.
Now Jones operating from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's airing it out for Sanu. And this is caught off a deflection. That goes for a gain of 31. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Here's Brady to throw, and Walker has it. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Go. Hey, check back. Let's go.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Raiders' 22-yard line.
Wait, that 380. Check it, reload.
Throwing on 2nd down. Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Melvin Ingram in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Get him, boy. Yeah, that's how we do it.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
On the
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's Jones on first down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Cameron Wake, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Looking to throw. Jones, and going deep for Hill. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Jones now throwing on third and long. He gets it to Brown, complete. A big play that time for the Raiders, 51 yards. That pass was heavily defended on third down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come down with the football.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Escaping the pressure. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Cameron Wake, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Throwing on third and long. Jones. He is going to find Hill here. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Go! 10-2 stop. Squeeze, double. Ready.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Mark Andrews as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Let's get off the field, G. Goal 50. Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Hey, come on now. Hey, high 7. Rip.
Shotgun now for Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now he's going to, and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. The pass to Brown as he holds it in. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the counter, here's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Jones operating from the gun. It's complete to Graham. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here's Jones. Back to the air on 2nd down. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
X3, 218, chop it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Jones being chased out left. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Switch. 80 weapons. Like, 53.
They'll go with Jones. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Nigel Bradham able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
It's just me and you. Slam. General West.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer.
Ready?
From the gun, Jones. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Touchdown, Raiders. We've seen this already from him in this game. 2nd time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well.
Touchdown, Packers! Michael Thomas, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Now this throw caught left side. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Jones now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun is Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 16, Jones. And it's caught. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Check 49.
Jones operating from the gun. Jones hit and the ball's out. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Brady. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Hey, hold 66.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Packers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Brady. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Brady, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Alert! Check Mike 27, check Mike 27. Go, go! Get the field, defense.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And he locates Walker, complete. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Throwing now is Brady toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Mike 27, Mike Wahoo! Here I come!
Brady now on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
50 seconds to Mike.
You got nothing. Hey, check it.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Jones gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Nigel Bradham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Wait, that's Green 80.
Check Mike 27. Gotta do better.
Alpha.
Come on, QB, come on.
Hey, 66.
On 1st down, Brady. And Walker has it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. Brady now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Raider 1st down.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Here's Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
61, matchbox lights. Ready to go.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jones. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for the Raiders. 47 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Mike 58 right there. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll go again to Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
80 weapons. Get it.
Now Jones, off play action. He is going to find Hill here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Let's just be frank, they're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. And his throw is incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there, because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike. Hey, foxtrot.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And Walker with it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Brady now on 1st down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Mike Adams. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Oakland, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion.